Very quickly, the reason for consciousness is so to explain in the easiest way, you know how your eyes can see, your eyes see light. When you see a black cat in front of you, it means that the white light from the sun hit the cat, and the wavelengths that bounced back, that bounced off the cat's fur absorbs certain wavelengths of the white light. The white light has all the wavelengths in it, and it absorbs some of them, and the ones that bounce off are not quite all the wavelengths. And your eye just captures, understands what wavelengths just bounced off that cat and came to your eye and went to your mind. And then your mind can tell you, well, that's black. And it can make an association between that color and all the other colors. And it can tell you how far away something is, I guess. And your mind can tell you it's a jacket. And we start to see all those things, and seeing is believing, right? But, Immanuel Kant said, believe, I think, therefore I am. But the truth is, I believe, therefore I am. I believe. And so, what happens with consciousness is our mind, in the same way that we see things and think we see with our eyes, but really we see with our minds. Our brain made up this thing about personalities and people being different and being the same. The life, the force to create life and to perpetuate life. And it's like super ego self, Ayn Rand kind of ego thing, wanting to create the best brain possible. And so what the brain does is it looks at all the other brains. It's not in competition with all the other brains. It talks. When I'm talking to you, my brain is looking at your brain. And the way you talk to me, the things you say, the way you laugh, what you think is weird, what you think is funny, all the things, what you think is important, how you see the same thing. Do you see black jacket over there? Or do you see black cat over there? Or all these things that we say, oh, that's Eric, and that's Nicole. These are two people. And I'm aware of this stuff, and I'm aware of me, and I'm aware of everything else. Yeah, life existed already, and mammals were, and all the viability organs were here. But the mind took off and says, how am I going to make myself better? How can I see what I am? How can I select for myself? How can I become better? And not just through, necessarily the random mutation thing. How can I see what somebody else's brain is? Consciousness, I believe it, but really it's just my brain making me believe it so that it can look at somebody else's brain and kind of take an MRI. It sees the 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 workings of the brain, someone else's brain, their DNA, their synapses, their physiology of their brain, and actually can choose for itself what it wants to be and understands what is what in a brain by probing the physical brain through consciousness. That's the only way it can see itself. How is it going to make itself better? It has to know what it is, right? It has to see itself. This awareness, this consciousness. That's what, it sounds like what are you saying is nothing. It's kind of subtle. But the brain created this whole thing that makes me believe that I'm this person, Eric, and I have this ego and everything matters. Life matters, right? And life is what did it. But besides that, life is what matters, right? And the brain is what matters. And I'm just this thing that made up that I believe that I'm this person, Eric. But really, it's just this brain in my head makes me believe that, so it can look at, and you'll believe it too, and I'll believe your brain, and so the brain gets to communicate with itself and make itself the best it can be, diversify itself however it chooses. Who knows the inner workings of the subconscious, but the mind is at work. It created consciousness for this reason. We believe it for this reason. So it's saying something and it's saying nothing.